Hey everyone, it's technology expert Burton Kelso here with another tech tip to help you get the most out of the technology in your life. Today we're going to talk about internet speeds, whether it be mobile or household. You can go to speedtest.net to check your internet speed, but you can also use Speedtest to get a report on who's got the best internet coverage in your area, whether it be static, meaning that you're getting your internet through a provider such as Comcast or Spectrum, or how fast your internet is through your mobile carrier if you're using Verizon, Sprint, or T-Mobile. We'll switch screens here in a few seconds, and I'll have you go with me and take a look at speed test and how you can go to the report section to find out what the current internet speeds are in your area. Let's take a look. A lot of you know Speedtest from the Speedtest website. It's a free website that allows you to check out your internet speed. If we click on the Go button here, Speedtest will analyze my current ISP, which happens to be Xfinity or Comcast. You can see here wirelessly what speeds that I'm currently pulling. The first test that it does is your download speed, which means how quickly information comes from the internet to your computer, and then the upload speed, which is how quickly information leaves your computer and goes on the internet. Now, the important speed to worry about is your download speed, because when you're streaming or looking at video on the internet or even browsing websites, the faster your download speed is, the faster the information is going to come down to your computer. An upload is not as important, but obviously, if you want to send information over the internet, you want to have a decent upload speed. Now, if we switch screens or switch websites and go to the speedtest.net/reports United States, because if we click on reports, you can do a global report with speedtest.net to find out what internet speeds are around the world. But for our purposes, we want to just click on the United States and take a look on mobile and fixed speeds as far as internet is concerned. Um, so let's go with mobile for starters, and we're going to scroll down and take a look at our current mobile speed. Excuse me. So our current download speed mobile-wise, the fastest you're going to get is 22.69 megabits per second, which is pretty darn fast for mobile. And your upload speed is going to be 8.51. Now, if we scroll down a little more on the site, you can find out who the fastest carrier is in the United States as of first and second quarter 2017. Now, currently nationwide, T-Mobile has the fastest carrier speed, which differs than coverage. So your speed is great, but also coverage is a good thing as well too. Verizon comes in second, AT&T third, and Sprint last with the slowest internet speed as far as download is concerned. So, as the report says, T-Mobile is the fastest carrier nationwide. Doesn't mean they have coverage. They just offer the fastest internet speed um, per device, and it breaks it down a little bit more. If you wanted to look at coverage areas, you could check that out with Speed Test. It allows you to look at coverage areas for all of the mobile networks. You can also click on the Go button and you can see your coverage as far as Sprint, T-Mobile, AT&T, and finally Verizon. And true to this word, Verizon, as you can see from the map, does have the most coverage nationwide. So their ads are not misleading. So remember, coverage is different than speed. Coverage is the area you want to get your mobile service. Speed is how fast is that service going to be once you get in that area. Let's scroll down a little bit more. And there's rural versus urban performance. And finally, the thing that I'm looking for is fastest carriers by city. So at the speedtest.net report site, you can definitely check out which area has the fastest carrier, and it'll tell you what speed you're getting per carrier. And the list is pretty comprehensive. If we click on see more, it'll basically list all of the major cities in the United States as far as what their internet speed is. So a good little gauge for you to check out if you want to find out how fast your internet speed is from your mobile carrier. And then also you can find out what your coverage area is too from Speedtest. And from Speedtest, the carrier winner is T-Mobile, which may surprise a lot of you. Now let's scroll back up in our list, and from speedtest.net/reports, we can go from mobile coverage to fixed coverage, which means your home internet coverage. So if we're scrolling the list, speeds that you should be pulling if your internet provider is doing their job is at least 64.17 megabits per second download. So that's kind of the national average as what your broadband speed should be. If you're getting less than that, you might want to talk to your ISP, or you might want to up your coverage, your speed as well, because 64.17 megabits per second is optimal for doing anything on the internet. Now, the fastest providers, a lot of you here in the metro area in Kansas City are going to be surprised not to see Google on there. Well, Google's not really an ISP, but if you are using some of the other services in the area, you can see Xfinity has got the best speed nationwide at 69.58 megabits per second on the download speed. Verizon FiOS is next in speed, followed by Cox, Spectrum, AT&T, Frontier, and CenturyLink. Now, some of the other smaller ISPs may not be listed on here, so don't be surprised. This is just a list of all the major ISPs in the area, or I should say in the United States. If we scroll down a little bit on the map, you can see who owns specific areas. Xfinity, as you can see, owns both the East and West Coast. And finally, getting to where I want to get on the list, you can go by fastest ISPs per city, and you can scroll down on this list, find your city to find out if you are getting the best speed possible as far as the internet provider in your area. Surprisingly enough, even though it's not listed as a major ISP on the national list, in the Kansas City area, Google Fiber is listed as the fastest internet speed um, in the Kansas City metropolitan area. Now, in this list of fastest ISPs, as you can see from our major list, some of these ISPs weren't listed, like Cable One in Boise, Idaho, or WOW in Columbus, Ohio. Um, so you definitely check out the list because the national list does not show you everything that you need to know about your ISP. If you scroll down to fastest ISP by city, you can definitely figure out which ISP to go with, especially if um, you need internet or you need a lot of bandwidth in your home in order to allow multiple people to stream things in your household. So check out speedtest.net and be sure to go to their reports site so that you can find out what's the fastest ISP, whether it be mobile or fixed, meaning home or business, in your area to kind of help gauge and get the best internet possible for yourself, for your business, and for your family. So check it out. As always, if you like this tech tip, give me a thumbs up. If you didn't like it, give me a thumbs down. Love to hear your feedback and comments in the comment section below. You can check out more great tech tip videos like this one at our YouTube channel at Integral, or you can check out my personal YouTube channel at Burton Kelso. Love to see your feedback and hear what you have to say there. We're all over social media too, so check us out there on Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, Pinterest, Twitter, and Google Plus. And as always, take care of yourself and do many things to make you smile and